Hey everybody, my name is Blake. Thanks so much for joining us online tonight. I'm Blake.
And I'm Corey.
Thanks for hanging out with us, and we're gonna get started with our online trivia night here in just 1 second. But first, we wanna go over some rules. So first off, there's gonna be 3 rounds coming up with a little break in between each round. The first round is gonna be worth 1 point. The second round is gonna be 2 points, and the third round is gonna be 3 points. So even if you're not doing okay to start off with, that's okay, you could still get back and jump into the lead. We're gonna have moderators watching the video all throughout the rest of the evening, and all you have to do is be the first one to answer correctly, and they will check in to tally the points up at the very end. So this video is only gonna count if you're getting to play with us live tonight, and to make sure that everybody's on the same page, hit the live button at the bottom of this video to make sure that you're ready to go. And with that, we're ready for round 1.
Time for tonight's first question. Remember, these questions are worth 1 point. What is the largest continent of the world?
So Corey, what counts something as a continent? Is like Indiana a continent?
I don't know. I mean, is it like India? Like, you know, is that a continent?
It's been a while since I've been in school.
It is me as well.
I was never good at math.
The answer is Asia. Asia.
I wouldn't have thought Asia.
I wouldn't have either.
Look at us, we're smart people now.
We are.
Oh, I got one for you, Corey. What country produces the most coffee in the world? All right, 10-second coffee story. So when I was in college, I had a friend who was a bit of a coffee connoisseur, so he'd bring me free coffee samples. And one time he brought one mixed with it was like a buffalo sauce or a jalapeno sauce, and it was so awful, I had tears rolling down my face. It was bad coffee.
I would have enjoyed that and would have enjoyed watching you try. It was bad.
The answer is Brazil. I don't think I would have thought Brazil.
Yeah, I could see Brazil.
Okay.
Which famous author was the writer as such books as The Foot Book, Oh, the Places You'll Go, and The Lorax?
That's a tongue twister, Corey.
That's a little bit of a tongue twister. I can't say I've watched most of those.
See, I like this. Well, read or watched, that's okay. See, yeah, what's the answer, Corey?
Dr. Seuss.
That's
The laughing's just going to make it better, Blake.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, absolutely. I like Dr. Seuss, actually, though. He writes for the common man.
He does.
I enjoy that one. Our next question of the night is, oh, Corey, this is a good one here. Our next question of the night is, what city do the Simpsons live in? So I'm currently rewatching, it's either like season 31 or 32 of The Simpsons, and let me tell you, ages like a fine wine. It's very good. It's very good.
See, I know this one, and I know they like to tease you also about the state.
They really do. So the answer is Springfield. But Corey, every time they want to say the state, they never get to say the state, so you never know throughout the whole series.
Never know. 31 years.
That's really old.
It is.
That's really old.
Which actor played Jack Sparrow in the famed film series Pirates of the Caribbean?
You ever seen any of the Pirates of the Caribbean?
I have not. I mean, I might have caught a part or two of them, but I actually have not seen those.
I feel like they would be good. Every time I start one, I never get to actually get around to finishing it. So it's weird. I have this whole broken stuff with them. I don't know. What's the answer, Corey?
Johnny Depp.
I like Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of good stuff.
He does.
Ooh, here's a good one for you. In the hit American sitcom The Office, the show follows employees of what kind of company? What kind of company? Are you an Office fan, Corey?
I have seen a few episodes. It's pretty entertaining.
Only a few episodes?
Only a few episodes.
Me and my wife have watched, we went through the entire series, I think 3 or 4 separate times now. It's beautiful. The answer is a paper company. Dunder Mifflin Paper Company.
I learned something new today.
Dunder Mifflin, I don't know. They have a jingle with it. I can't remember it. Corey, we're about to go into our last question of round 1. Go ahead and take it away.
Okay. This hit mobile game hit its peak in 2010 and features 9 different types of flying fowl that destroy swine and their bases.
I actually really loved this game. This was a big, I had the iPod, the first generation of iPod.
Yes.
And I had this on it, actually.
Yes. So did I. I played a lot of this game.
It was really, really good. What's the answer, Corey?
Angry Birds. Angry Birds.
Man, Angry Birds was it was the thing when I was in middle school, junior high.
It was, and you never hear nothing of it anymore.
It was really, really cool. So with that, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna jump into round 2 in just a second. Hey everybody, thanks again for joining us. We're jumping into round 2. Just a reminder, anything in round 2, the questions will be worth double the points as the last round. So even if you're just jumping in now, it's anybody's game. Corey, with that, do you want to go ahead and take away the first question of round 2?
I just wanted to remind everybody to hit the live button one more time. It's going to be important to stay live for your questions. The next question is, what is the name of Harry Potter's house elf companion? That was a little bit rough for me.
Are you a fan of Harry Potter?
I have seen some. I never really got much into the Harry Potter.
I can't. No, Corey, I can't. Harry Potter is such a beautiful work of art. What's the name?
Dobby.
Dobby, of course. And he's got the big giant...
Was it the little, like, hobbit guy?
Our next question is, what planet is closest to the sun? So Corey, I don't know if you were in that generation like you're 50 or something. I don't know if you were taught in school, you had 9 planets when you were a kid, right?
I believe so.
So we had 9 planets too, and it throws me off when people are like, oh, we have 8 planets instead of 9.
Yeah.
I can't get with that.
I still think Pluto is a planet.
I think Pluto's a planet. Don't tell anyone I said that though. The answer is Mercury. Wasn't there like a little saying like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars? Do you remember all of them? My something mother made me pickles or something.
I can't remember that one.
Oh boy, now I look stupid. All right.
My very educated mother just served us 9 pizzas.
Oh, that's it.
There was another one with cops and donuts too, but I don't remember that one.
What is the name of 1990s American sitcom featuring Jerry, Kramer, George, Elaine, set in New York City?
Were you a fan of? Did you ever watch this way back in the day?
I think I've seen it a couple times. Once again, not really a show I watched a whole lot of.
I think Krista and I referenced, there's an episode called The Soup Nazi where he doesn't let anyone have any soup in his shop. We reference that all the time.
Okay, it's going to be Seinfeld. Seinfeld is the name.
I liked Seinfeld. I thought it was pretty good.
Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beep. I must be out.
I never disliked it. I just never really got much into it.
Well, I've got one for you, Corey. Okay, you ready? So, this is one I don't know if I agree with this or not. Is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable? So, Corey, there's been a lot of late-breaking science. Ask me how these scientists figure out stuff.
I don't know. And I mean, do you know what makes one?
Well, there's lots of complex science that goes into it, and they just recently figured out that a tomato it's a fruit. It is a fruit.
I have heard that.
I think it's something to do with like the vine, because it's on a vine, but I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm gonna trust scientists.
I will trust them as well.
Okay.
Okay. After Jesus was arrested, which apostle disowned him 3 separate times?
Ooh, we're getting biblical here, Corey.
We are.
Can you name all of the apostles?
Put me on the spot.
I'm putting you on the
there,
spot.
Blake.
I'm sorry, Corey. So, Corey, tell me, what's the answer?
It's going to be Peter.
Peter. We didn't have a timer. I need a timer. Okay, that's okay. We're gonna go to the next one here. Okay. Here's a good one for you, Corey.
Okay.
Which actor is famous for their catchphrase, "I'll be back"?
I do know this one.
I know this one too.
I know this one.
And so this is really interesting because their last name is so bizarre. It's, what is it, 16 letters of their last name. Do you expect anyone to be able to spell their name out perfectly?
I almost say there should be extra bonus points for proper spelling.
I think we give a gift card immediately to the first person who can spell their name correctly. I sure couldn't do it. The answer is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh boy, that's a really long, tough name to spell, man.
I'll be back.
All right, and Corey, we're just about to take our last question of round 2. Go ahead and take it away.
Okay, how many foot pedals do most modern pianos have?
I know this one. I'm really good at this one.
I'm glad you know
So here,
that
I'll
one.
explain it to you.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I can't explain it because then I'll give it away, so I have to wait till the countdown timer goes.
Okay, what do the pedals even do? I know there's pedals down there. I mean,
Well, here, you say how many there are, and then I'll explain what they do.
okay, there are 3 pedals.
All right, so the far right one is your gas, the middle one is your clutch, and then the far left is your brake.
I still think you're off if it's like a car.
All right, Corey, we're in our last round of the night. And just a reminder, so this round is going to be worth 3 points for each question. So again, it is anybody's game at this point. And with that, we're going to jump into our last round. Here's your first question of round 3. Which Russian town suffered an infamous nuclear disaster in 1986? Now, Corey, I don't know about you, but I wasn't around in 1986. So what was life like in 1986?
I was 2 years old. I remember a lot.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay. Was it very different from today's time?
I do, yes.
Okay, that's fine. Understandable. So the answer is Chernobyl. By the way, shout out to Chernobyl on Hulu. My wife and I watched that like this last year. Very interesting show. Kind of goes over the events of everything. It's really cool.
It is. Next question. What is the name of the canine companion of Buzz and Woody throughout the Pixar movie series Toy Story?
Corey, please tell me that you have seen all of the Toy Stories.
I've seen all of them.
They are a work of art. They are so well done.
Toy Story 4 let me down a little bit.
You know what? Actually, as soon as you said that, that reminded me, I actually haven't seen Toy Story 4 yet. I've seen all the others, though.
It was not bad, but slightly let down.
Man. All right, so what's the answer, Corey?
Slinky.
What have we done?
Great, now I have guilt.
Shout out, by the way, to Slinky. I believe you have told me before that you had a ferret named Slinky.
I had a ferret named Slinky.
Full circle. That's
Full
good.
circle.
Oh, yes, I enjoy that. Our next question is, how many wings do bees have? So I had to Google this after I found this because I didn't realize it either. I don't know. Are you a fan of bees? That's not a very good talking point, is it?
It's not much of a talking point.
You're right. So I think our time is up. The answer is 4.
That is something I definitely did not know.
That's something I didn't know either.
On to the next question. Which of the apostles of Christ was a tax collector prior to being called by Jesus?
I don't know what income is based, especially in biblical times. I won't speak for everybody there. But do you think a tax collector makes very much money?
I don't know. I wonder if they get a percentage of what they do collect.
I feel like, yes. I feel like that would be a good job to have. Does it come with a stimulus bonus, by the way?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. What's the answer, Corey?
Matthew.
Matthew. I would have not thought that. All right, so let me do this. Ooh, Corey, you a fan of Disney?
Yes, I've got 3 girls, so I've definitely watched some Disney movies.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw the sadness in your eyes. It just like came in there for a second. Well, here's a good question for you. What kind of animal was Abu in the Disney movie Aladdin?
I do know this.
You do know this?
I do know this.
It's been a little bit since I've seen. Now they like remade Aladdin is the thing. They like remade it with like real live people.
I've seen it.
Did you like the cartoon or did you like the live like people more?
The live was better.
Okay. Well, the answer is Abu was a monkey, and he's got the funny little like hat, and he like jumps around.
He was his little homie.
He was his little homie. That's
Yep.
so sweet.
Okay, now on to the next question. What is the name of Harry Potter's pet owl?
Again, Corey, Harry Potter is such a fine work of art too. It's like Toy Story, man. It's so good.
I mean, there's so many of them. I've seen parts and bits and pieces of them, but still not a whole lot of them.
I think I'm showing my like nerdy side. What's the answer?
Hedwig.
He's a beautiful like white owl, and but then he dies. You know what, I'm actually gonna stop because I'm not gonna ruin it. I don't wanna ruin it for you, I apologize. Okay, so Corey, we're on to our very last question of the night.
Okay.
General reminder that we're gonna have moderators be watching throughout this entire thing, and they will actually get to contact the people who is our first and our second prize winners. So with that, you ready for the last question of the night?
I am ready for the last question.
Sweet, and it's kind of a tough one. You ready for this?
I am.
Okay. The question is, which Jamaican runner is an 11-time world champion and holds the record in the 100 and 200 meter race and is known as the fastest man alive? So realistically, let's say mile time. What's the fastest you could run a mile? Do you think you can go up against this guy?
Does this look like this runs very fast mile, Blake?
I didn't say that. You said that. So the answer is Usain Bolt, which I like because his last name, Bolt, like a lightning bolt,
yeah.
like he's fast.
Yeah, he would be.
Is that his birth name?
I wonder if he changed it.
I think he might have changed it.
I think he
don't know.
did too.
So with that, we have to say thanks so much for joining us tonight, guys. And again, we're going to reach out through Facebook or YouTube, wherever our winners may be, and we'll be getting in touch with you soon. So thanks again so much for playing with us, and have a great night.
Good night.